What is up, lads and lasses? Doing something a little different today. I'm playing this mobile game called Osman Ghazi or whatever, and it's not bad for what it is, but it is goofy as hell. I mean, look at these animations, look at these hit reactions, but it's not bad. It's just goofy. All right. I haven't watched. Holy, what happened to all my Alps? What happened? You know what? If this is an Osman gang, I two-tap these files. And by the way, this is supposed to be Sophia. By the way, but it's okay. We're Osman. I two-tap. Holy smokes! No, I'm not Osman in this game, bro. Let me back off. Real quick. Yeah, I haven't watched the finale yet, so that's gonna take a minute. And goodness gracious, how do I roll this? There we go. All right. Look at this. This is not Princess Sophia, bro. This is Princess Fiona. Where's Shrek at? Let me show Shrek how many layers you got. Like an onion, I'ma slice you up. I will cut the onion. Yoink. But yeah, I'll probably watch the finale next week. I have a couple episodes to catch up on. Apparently from what I heard, it was not worth it. I did watch the trailer, and I knew from the 2 trailer reactions there was not going to be a big battle. They were hyping it up as if there was going to be a big battle, but they lied. You know, they straight like, holy smoke. Hold on, this ad game is a lot more fun. Right, next mission. Something strange about this guy. I have to follow him and find out who he is. I gotta follow Master Yanis, if you guys remember that dude. Dang, that was season 1. Not gonna lie, season 1 was kind of hated on, but unnecessarily. It was actually really good. It was Arturul, right? It wasn't like a major upgrade from Arturul. I would say the biggest upgrade were the sets and the amount of troops, production value, that kind of thing. And even, it was like the best seasons of Arturul, right? Even the writing and all of the tropes and all that kind of thing. I guess I have to keep a distance, right? So I don't fail this mission. But like up to like level 12. So I would say Osman season 1 was a really, really good season. Season 2 is where everything stepped up. That's when it became worthy of being called a sequel series, right? Because everything was upgraded. So yeah. But anyways, I need to figure out what I'm gonna watch next. With the help of the fans. It seems like Mehmed Fetahlar, Sultan. I already promised I would start watching that next, so I'm gonna do that. But I can cover more than one show at a time. Oh my gosh. No way, I just failed that mission. Let me try it again. Right, looks like we're gonna follow Master Yanis to that set of buildings over there. Bro, just walking out in the open in front of a castle. This is pretty cool though. I mean, I have to say the castle's cool. The graphics are cool. This looks like a proper like PS2 game. The only thing is, he has the assets. The creator of this game has the assets, has the capability to make a proper functioning game. Only thing I think he lacks in is style. Style, is that a trip mine? Style, and a bit of creativity. Because you could do a lot more with this, right? He has the assets, but there's like a lot of empty space. Like, if you ever look at a website, you see like buttons, but then there's a bunch of like white area around those buttons just not being used, like free real estate, basically. It's free real estate. Yeah, could be a lot more creative, could be a lot more fun. The gameplay loop could be a lot better. The action, the actual fighting could be a lot better too, right? Have more of like a loop, like a set of processes. But like, this is just empty space filled with random assets, not very interactable, so it's like, what's the point? Yeah, it looks kind of pretty, but that's about it. Anyways, yeah, as I was saying earlier, you know, from the trailers I could tell they were showing, it's just what they always do. What the F?
Just the two.
Okay, this dude's game is so disgustingly riddled with ads. What is going on here? Hold on, gang. What is happening here, bro? Okay, yeah, we're gonna. Okay, I'll just. You know what? I'll let Bamsi do his thing. Timu Bamsi is fighting Timu Genghis Khan. It's not even like any like Ertugrul Osman franchise villain. It's literally just Genghis Khan, a Genghis Khan copy. Alright, Bamsi, you got this, bro. You only got one sword, but it's okay. You got this. Anyways, this game is so riddled with ads. Every single time you win or lose a mission, you get like stuck on an ad. And by the way, this game is so easily made, in my opinion, but the guy is making so much freaking money, because, you know, he's like one of the only ones who kind of took advantage of the opportunity. But yeah. Alright, let me speed things up a little bit, just so I can get another ad. Now, let me give my quick thoughts. I might make a video on this specifically, but let me give my quick thoughts on the other potential shows that I could watch, right? We've got, also, let me try to get a good thumbnail. We've got Salahuddin. I watched episode 1, could not stand it. There's also the one about the, what do you call them? The Seljuks. Same problem. I mean, the action in that one, there's 2 Seljuk shows. Both of them have fantastic action, some of the best that I've seen in any of these Turkish shows, no question about it. But the storytelling, right? The exposition, you know, them talking, it's just not enticing. It's done so poorly and so slowly, and it's just fluff to fill screen time that I can't stand it. So again, slow pacing, and something about Emre Konuk's style, right? Like the camera style, the editing, the videography, it just throws me off. So that's gonna be hard to get into. I watched one episode of Barbarossa. Pretty good. I like it. I like the style. I like the pacing. I like the action is, you know, there's like it could be better, but it's not bad. The only issue I had with that one is that the story seems like all over the place, right? Not really like one cohesive, coherent story, but at the end of the day, I do feel, I'm gonna get an ad. Yeah, the dude that made this game is definitely a secularist, because some of these ads are atrocious. Anyways, as I was saying, kind of makes sense for Barbarossa's story to be a little disjointed, because of the nature of the story itself. It's following 4 brothers who were very prominent in the Ottoman Empire, specifically regarding like the naval fleet and whatnot. So yeah, that kind of does make sense. Another show I wanted to like cover and review it's actually really good. It's called Muawiyah. It's about the founder of the Umayyad Empire. Pretty cool, a little controversial too, just because of the subject matter that it covers, but it's actually pretty good. One of the only like actual Arab historic shows that I found to be well done. One that I'm gonna cover is gonna be at some point the Jalaluddin series. I think it's the only good Mehmed Bozdag spin-off series that I found. I would say that Jalaluddin at times is better than Ertugrul and Osman for many, many reasons. It is actually amazing, and it's short too, so it's like not something you have to dedicate your whole life watching. There's like 8 episodes in season 1, and I think maybe 10 in season 2, and they're very high value, high production value, very a great cast, super well done, good storytelling. So yeah, definitely that's a good one. What's this random Byzantine super soldier just doing in this castle, bro? Kalanos? I don't even remember who that is, bro. Kalanos, who was that guy? Just random boss fights. Dude, this guy is making bands for the laziest work I've ever seen in my entire life. Man, guys, this is a bit of a recurring theme. I mean, there's this game called Mountain Blade Warband, or like Bannerlord, and it's made in Turkey, and it's one of the laziest games ever, but they make a bunch of money off of it. Same with, yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know if this has to do with economics or, you know, societal elements of Turkey, right? No offense to Turkey, but I feel like, you know, a lot of Turkish products or productions will start off really good, but then, you know, the moment that they have any success, the production value tapers. You know, like this guy originally made like a Ertugrul game, and it was alright. It was kind of like this too, you know. But then, you know, he just started copying and pasting all the missions. You know, they were pretty super basic too. It's just the guy who got a bunch of downloads, and he was like kind of milking it. You know, he made a Viking game that kind of flopped. And then the same thing with Mountain Blade Bannerlord, right? And Warband, one of the best like, you know, RPG, MMO. Actually, not MMO, sorry. RPG historic games. But like, you know, it's super stripped of features. The only reason why it was like super remembered was because of the mods, right? And the modders kind of completed the game for them. Same exact thing. Then people waited 12 years for a sequel, and the same thing happened with Bannerlord. They released a half-baked game, still not done to this day, so like maybe 13, 14, 15 years or something like that now. And it's the modders who complete the game for them. So yeah, like I don't understand. There's a pattern, definitely. But yeah, anyways, so really the best candidate, back to what I was saying earlier, the best candidate for what I'm gonna watch next has to be MFS. I did watch one episode, and out of all the other Turkish shows, this one kind of matches Ertuğrul and Osman the most in terms of captivating, right? Me, keeping my attention, making me want to watch the show. So, yeah. That's pretty much it, guys. I just haven't uploaded in a while, and I need to drop some content, and I haven't caught up in the final episode. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna catch up to the final 2 episodes. I will make a final review. I'll probably make a few video essays about why the show failed and what could have been done better. Probably will also do a quick review of Osman season 5. I'm just about to finish that at some point. Then I'll also actively watch Mehmet Fethahlar. And then whatever other suggestions you guys have, I might mix in some anime reactions, you know, some manga reactions. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Boruto. No Boruto hate allowed here in this channel. Anybody who hates on Boruto gets absolutely deleted from the channel, banned. So yeah, but that's it. I'm gonna kill this guy, and I'm gonna get another atrocious ad and a bunch of negative points are gonna go to the creator of this game for accepting such ads to be played on this game that a lot of Muslims are going to play, especially children, because, you know, they like to play games on the ads. Oh my gosh! Alright, this is not a bad ad. Alright guys, see you guys. Bye.